What is a reasonable and sensitive way to lead up to suggesting air purification, or should we wait till the crisis has passed?
A good question, and lots of different ways that you can do it. I mentioned one a little bit earlier, and I'm happy to share those postcards. I'll get those over to you as well, Tovia, and we'll send those out to everybody who's on this call. The company that's providing the service, it's their content, and I've enhanced some of that content, so you'll get that also free of charge. And feel free to send me anything that you're sending out if you want any edits. My email address is dcameron@egia.org. And if you send me those things, I'll edit your content free of charge during this time frame. You know, we're all in this together, and I want to help and give back, as do these other gentlemen. And but these postcards, I'll send them over to you, Toby. You can send them out. They're real good about turning these things around very quickly. So the postcard would be a good way to get some air purification into the hands of your information into the hands of your customers. Your Facebook page would be another way to get that out there. Certainly your website. And then with your technicians that are still running calls, as well as your home comfort advisors, you could put together a flyer that they take out into the home, and so they're armed with that information, and they can say, again, when we teach sales training in the home and technician communications training in the home, what we talk about is always go third party, right? It's not about what I'm trying to share with you. We recommend, we suggest. We say, a lot of our customers nowadays are asking us all kinds of questions about what they can do to protect their home, protect their family, their loved ones at this point in time. And so we've put together some resources, that we're going to share with our customers. And while I'm down doing a tune-up, or while I'm down doing a service call, or as we're going around the house here, if you have any questions about any of that, I'd be happy to answer it. But just wanted to give you some information to consider. And we have found that using that phraseology now and any other time in the past or in the future, we don't use the words recommend, we don't use the word suggest. We want to say other people have been in your situation, and here's what you might want to consider, and here's why. Because you said you've got this issue, or I've seen this issue going on in your house, or if this is of a concern to you, therefore you may want to consider. Because in that situation, all you're doing, that's what your job is, whether you're a technician or you're a salesperson. Your job is one job. Give customers good information so they can make good decisions. And they'll make good decisions. I think you ask any homeowner under the sun, including yourself as a consumer, giving good information, would you make a better choice for yourself than any salesperson would? And every homeowner always says yes, including the three of us on this call. If it was something we knew nothing about, but someone educated us by giving us good information, we would all think we'd make a better decision for ourselves than any salesperson would ever make for us. So give them the information, walk them through it, and like I said earlier, if somebody gets triggered by that, you say, well, listen, I'll apologize, for that. My intent is just to share information, equip you with tools and resources so you can make the right decisions for your home, your family, your bank account, and you have to be happy with the choices that you make. I'm just here to help if I can. And if it's not something you want to do, fine, let it go. Don't push the envelope, at all.
Hey, Drew, if I could jump in for a second, I want to clarify something I said earlier and apologize if I miscommunicated. One of the things we were talking about earlier was managing cash flow, and the comment that I made that, get your payroll made, get your payroll taxes made, because the IRS will come in and shut you down. And I made the comment that work and communicate. We specifically talked about the communication, transparency, all that with your distributors if you're in a bind. I didn't mean to imply don't pay your distributors. I want to make that very, very clear. In 2008 and 2009, how many years ago that was, 12 years ago, when the economy crashed, we had a very difficult situation with our business. And one of our suppliers, our main distributor, worked with us over about a 20-month period to get caught up on a bunch of money that we owed them. And I'd purchased some other companies that owed them money too. And they were super, super helpful in helping us manage that crisis. Not that they wanted to be the bank, but they were helpful in doing so. They, at that point, were concerned about getting their money from these companies I purchased. And so it worked out well for everybody. And of course, we were a very loyal customer of theirs. But I just do want to clarify, I'm not suggesting for a second that you don't pay your suppliers. My suggestion is that if you're in a jam and you can't, you need to have transparent communication and not just leave them in the dark. That's my main point. I just want to clarify that and apologize to anybody if I gave the wrong impression or communicated the wrong idea.